Hey guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another account review in Summoner's War. So today I am on Donk666 account. This is a Europe server account. Let's see what he wanted the review to be on. So he said he's new to Summoner's War. Let's check the record. C2 Arena, not too bad for being new, and F3 RTA. He's really enjoying the game. That's good. Because to be fair, there aren't a whole lot of people that are really enjoying the game. There's a lot that's just hanging on because they have so much invested, or they just met some great people. Where do I fall in? I probably have a decent invested in the game. Probably by this point, easily 5k. Maybe more. It could be like 10k actually. Damn. I know there was an app that showed you how much you spent in the game, but I think that's gone now, so I'm not really sure. But let's say I've been playing this game for what? A little over 10 years. If it's over 10 years, respectively, there were years that I didn't use it even 1,000, especially the earlier years before I was doing YouTube. After I started YouTube, I invested some of what I've accrued and made through this side hobby back into the game. So that was like 4 or 5 years ago. And I have to say, probably the earlier years of that, I spent maybe like 2k on the game per year. So yeah, I think pretty close to 10k is accurate, I have to say. I didn't use a whole lot compared to the bigger whales, but 10k is not a small amount, right? Anyhow, going back into this message, the main points that he wants to improve is SB, which is Siege Battle, I think. Because he talks about like the defenses and offenses, and the RTA, because the content is most fun for him. Wow, having the most fun in RTA. I know a lot of people enjoy RTA, but at the same time they have a very sour aftertaste in playing it. Even sometimes when you win, because sometimes you just solely win due to proc, and sometimes you just get totally destroyed due to rune quality, and that doesn't give you a great feeling either. For Arena, he's missing a lot of monsters. We'll check that out. He's mainly using Leo, Delphoid, Galley, and Christina as the offense. Great. We'll check those builds, see if he's using that right. For Siege Battle, he doesn't know which defenses are the best for his account, so we'll actually give him some pointers there. And for RTA, he's struggling because he's saying that he doesn't have enough devil mons for all the monsters. So we'll check out the box and I'll give him some recommendations on which units to devil mon first. I think that's everything from what he wanted. And I think going forward, I will do a little more of this, kind of reiterating what the account owner wanted in the review. And we'll try to focus on that and answer all the questions. Let's get right in. Let's first start by going into his box. Now, he says he's new to the game, so I'm going to assume that he's missing a lot of stuff. Okay. Yeah, we definitely see a lot of dark tiles here. But he does have Nora. He still wants to get better in RTA, right? And also Siege. Okay, Nora's good. Actually, the Ashore, the Fire Bayek is good as well. Ren is decent for a speed threat. Claire is good for Siege offense. Masha is good for RTA. Okay, Tessarion perfect. I mean, Tessarion is like a must-have now. Juno. Definitely missing a lot of stuff, but okay, there are some fun toys to play with. Let's see how we could condense the box and how we could do well with it. Britta, great for siege defense. Adriana, okay. Shizuka and more. There are some options here. Okay, some math, awesome. Chandra, that's really good. RTA speed lead, RTA unit right here. Right now, at least we didn't even see the balance patch yet. I think it's not gonna come out till then, so I think we're okay to say that Chandra's gonna be still good. Wind, Pyeongchar, awesome. Oliver, I don't like using Oliver with low rune quality really. Christina, Savannah, Leo, good. Not a whole lot of win units that are decent here. I know you have Lila, but did you have Higging? I don't really recommend this Lila comp with low level runes, so even if you did, you probably have to farm more. Light and dark, light, nothing. Kinky, okay, pretty cool. And then you should have Barrow for sure. And that's about it. I think Vero is all we have to take into account. A lot of great runes here. I mean, I spoke too soon. A lot of intangible runes here. Anything? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now that resistance gem might be wrong. I will go with attack percent. It really sucks that the HP percent is the innate, but I will go with attack percent. This is a rune that's too good to ignore. I want to make sure that it's one of the most efficient runes. I mean, it doesn't have to be the most efficient, but it has to be at least as efficient as it can be. Okay, you actually have some decent runes here. This is good too. Get some grinds and gems. You want those +4, okay. Another one. Whoa, you're a farmer. You're a farmer. You're doing Abyss normal hard. I don't know, but it looks like you have been doing work. Even that is a good rune. It's not bad. Like from an actual set, if it's on violent, it's usable. But the fact that it's intangible, yes, the speed is a little low, but I think if you get an HP gem here over the crit damage, then perfect. Perfect rune they could use in RTA easily. I know a lot of people argue that if you go a slot 6 accuracy rune, you're too squishy, but I think that's not really that true. By getting the slot 6 accuracy rune, you're getting all the accuracy or most of the accuracy from one rune, meaning they could get more speed, more tankiness from the other runes. Now, if the people that are saying that are not meeting the max accuracy requirement of 85%, sure, they could be tankier. It's not going to perform well. Statistically, we all know that if you don't have 85 accuracy, things don't land. Let's go to Swift. I'm happy with the speed. I'm happy with these, but I'm a little worried and also let down with these grind status. So, whoa, I'll definitely tell this account owner to do R5. I think if he does that, he'll improve quickly because obviously getting the grinds and gems are a lot easier than getting the rune that you want. So work on grinds and gems. And I think that's what we're going to be seeing. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful rune. What a beautiful rune. Okay, yes, I do see good rune quality. A lot better than I hoped for, or than what I was expecting for a player that said that he's new to the game. Because I've seen accounts that were years old that are a lot worse. And you guys all have seen it as well because you guys have probably been following my channel. Well, for the people that are still watching these reviews. Despair. Holy cow, man. What the heck? What are these quads? These are awesome runes. And it looks like you're not really taking it to the full advantage because some are not even being used. Is it... Maybe learn how to use swap. If you learn how to use swap, you might find builds that are a lot better than we usually run. That's usually what happens, or what a lot of people experience when they get into swap. These are awesome runes. I actually have to go back to your profile and see how long you've been playing. You said new, but actually how new is it? 200 days, man, 200 days. These are good runes for 200 days. Let's talk quickly about Arena. Okay, now you're probably running Chandra because you don't have another 33 lead, right? Oh, well, you have Oliver, but it's really not the 33 lead you want to run. A lot of other Nat 5s here that aren't built. You have a Camilla there too. Oh no, not Camilla. Never mind. Oh wait, definitely will be running that. And you probably want a speed threat. I don't recall if you had Triton. If you don't, maybe Zen. Actually, if you don't have Triton or Zen, I will do this. +1. Kinky is okay. Well, by putting Juno, they won't be able to dot you. Man, but it looks a little weak. Do you have Water Cookie? No. When I say Water Cookie, I mean the Manon. I'll definitely run some math. Pyeongchar is still fine. Juno is fine as well. If you change anything, would it be this? But I feel like if you take out Clara, you'll just get outsped. You could try some math, and if you don't like it, you could try more. And more makes it a little harder for them to outspeed. Not harder to outspeed, but even if they do, they're gonna be hitting more. Then more gets to move, gets to maybe get in a lucky stun. And by doing so, it wrecks their turn order, even without the stun, because more absorbs attack bar. Then maybe your Clara can move, and then things could go havoc that way. It could work. For Arena offense, let's really see if you're using my second turn team well. I really didn't like that variance that I just saw because there's no Leo. And the fact that you're using this kind of tells me that these three aren't that slow. And I really think they need to be slow just by the fact that these units need so many stats because it needs the tankiness plus the damage. But seeing that you could run this tells me that these aren't slow. Let's see. Yeah, 70, that's not slow. This has to be 75, yeah, which it is. It's actually 71. No, 81, sorry, okay. It's not slow. It's not on violent. See, because you have to get all the speed, you're losing other stats. You want higher accuracy because this is a unit that lands Oblivion. You want it to be on violent because the more procs it gets, the more survivability plus again Oblivion. This one 100 res, but you can't do that because you have to also get the speed. What are these broken sets? Okay, but you have one will at least. That's good. Christina, yeah, man. It's on Rage. Rage is fine, but I do think again Vampire is a lot better. Maybe you're not able to do that because you need all this speed. I don't like it. Don't do this. Forget about it. I'm pretty sure there isn't even a whole lot of things you hit with it. It is a second turn team without too many of a safety net, and your Alicia is not even skilled up. Don't use it. Just use this. And again, re-rune it just for this. Don't try to run a variance of these three without Leo. It just doesn't work. Trust me. I think I've talked about this arena offense for so long. I can't say I was the first one because I'm pretty sure I copied somebody too. But I did, advocate this. I did tell people how to use this, and trust me, I did a lot of research on this. This is the best way to use it. There's no other way. Build a different offense. It's just way better to do that. Let's see if there's anything else that you could run. I will do a dot team because I think I saw Mu Guang. Maybe not. Nope, I lied. You could use Juno here with Mu Guang. Oh, sorry, with Nora. You have Amber. You don't really even need Amber. You just need a lot of dots. Yeah, Sat works. +1. Rika's a very good one too. Anything that you didn't build? I know that these girls do something too, right? Yeah, continuous damage. This could work. But it's a win unit though. It's like a crit on like Camila, which you don't want. So with Juno, you have some survivability also with the Nora because there are some heals. This could work too. This could definitely work as well. But try with the win one first and see how it goes. Comes with the accuracy lead, so you don't have to go max accuracy on these units. Just go with very tanky stats, decently fast, not too fast, but because you're going second turn, you really just need probably like 100, 120, plus 100, plus 120 speed. Being on Despair and Violent is the best. Probably Violent on Nora, I think. Despair on Juno is fine. I think Violent on this girl as well will be better. And also Sath just be on very tanky stats. 100 res, to be fair. I'll go 100 res because if this... Oh, you have it on 100 res. That's great. Because if this guy dies, then your team kind of falls out. Anything else? I don't think you could outspeed. Oh, maybe you can. But do you have... Oh, wait, you did have a good damage dealer. But you don't have Chiyu. You don't have Chiyu. That's really hard to run a very fast team without Chiyu. You can run it. I'm just saying it's fast and it's less reliable. You could run it with more because more essentially does the same thing. AoE strip. Strip is a lot more unreliable. That's why I don't really like it. But in theory, it does the same thing. In theory. So you do that, you do this, and then you put a Galleon. Probably want to build multiple Galleons. And then you put in that one unit that does a whole lot of damage. And for you, it's going to be that Fire Triss, actually. Because this does a lot of damage. I've tested with this, and it's awesome. So I'll probably run something like this. So I'll save that too. And see how it goes. You could even try the Gemini instead. Then essentially you don't need this. Then you could go Adriana. Then maybe even Adriana can outspeed. Right? Yeah, Adriana outspeeds. This strips. This gives the boost. This kills. How much base speed? 116? You might want to go with Kabila. 120. Yeah, maybe that. Maybe this. And that makes up for the 19 speed lead, then the 24, right? Let's go to RTA. Dude, 200 days C2. 200 days C2. This guy is doing it. 55% win rate. I know there has been posts in the Reddit, summons were Reddit, where it shows like 100 day C2, 200 day G1, so on and so forth. But those are very few people. They probably have pre-experience in the game. I don't really know about this account. Maybe he also has pre-experience in the game. But man, we've seen a lot worse in 200 days. Now, what am I talking about? 200 days. We've seen a lot worse in 3,000 days. But this guy reached C2 in 200 days. What a beast. He's running 16 units, which is a lot less than I thought, because he was having issues with things not being scaled up. But I'm assuming that most of these are scaled. Wow, okay, you're not. If you want to use Tetra, you should scale up the Tetra. It's a Nat 4. Kapsu should be scaled up. If you don't have Devil Mons, Kapsu is something where you could just make the dupes. But then everything else, no. Okay, so I'll take out the Zima. I'll take this out. For sure, Juno, cool, Masha. I'll take that out. I'm taking it out because you don't need Carlos to win. And wow, Arnold is interesting, but I want to take it out. I'm going to also take out Kapsu because there's just no way it performs as well without the skill ups. Now, let's see what else you could put in out here. Britta. Okay, wait. Adriana. Okay, definitely a very good water damage dealer is Suiki, so you want to put that in. Tessarion. Why not? There's so many passive units these days. For sure, unit that you have to use. You want to use a Riley. Awesome. You have 2. Leo, not scaled up, but the passive still works the same. Kinky. Yes, for sure. And Raccoony. Raccoony. Perfect. I think that's it. Ren, I'll just leave in since it does have crazy base speed. But I really just would put in the Escher because it has the boost as well. Oh, you do have Escher. Okay. What is this? 17. If anything from here, I'll get rid of the Ren and just give it to Escher. Your Swifters aren't that fast looking at these speeds, so I'll just focus on one unit. So let's take out the Ren as well. There you go. Yeah, I think this is a much better box. Much better box. And it will essentially do everything that you want it to do. Like, you don't need this Zima. Some violent is not scaled up. You want to give this violent rune to somebody else. Like, who do I think would do a lot better? Probably something like Raccoony would do a lot better being quick. Veramos being quick will also help a lot more. Let's see, Riley as well. Sierra, well, Sierra's on a pretty good build. Kinky, I'll go Despair maybe, but I do like the violent build. It did perform. You don't have to go Destroy on RTA. Tessarion, definitely a decently fast build as well. Just make sure strippers go first, like more going first. Juno decently fast as well. You want all your strippers, so it looks like you have 2 right now to go in front of all your damage dealers. Escher will definitely have your fastest Swift set. Chandra will have a decently fast Despair set, but slower than the strippers. And then after that, everything. Oh well, Robo, another decently fast Swift set right there. And then after that, everything is slower. Everything is slower. But again, you might want to make your Riley a little quicker than your damage dealer so that they could take advantage of those attack buff and also the cleanse just in case your damage dealers get controlled. Just keep those things in mind when you are ruining these units up. You got to this point, C2, with some units that you didn't scale up. I actually don't know if you're even using those, but if you came up to this point with using those units, then I think you could do a lot better with things that are fully scaled up. Look at this. Guys, look at this. He's using a Zima that's not fully scaled up. I mean, it was barely scaled up. It went through. Let's see how the Zima performs. Let's see if Zima is even the thing that did anything. Hey, it got the bomb stun. That was all it needed to do. Okay, there you go. The Masha. Oh, GG. GG. Holy cow. That Zima. The Zima that was not scaled up did it. What a beast. Wait. Well, the fact that his Dominic is alive is a problem for the opponent. It looks like his Gopsu is not at 100 res. Or let's see the accuracy on Masha, because it looks like he's landing those defense breaks really, really well. That heal block is huge. Okay, that person left. Let's take a look at that Zima again. 52% accuracy. Man, he was very lucky landing that. He was very lucky. Oh, actually, this one does not have more landing effect as it gets leveled up. So I guess the stun and bomb is pretty high chance. But really, 52%. Oh, yeah, 52%. Holy cow. But I will not use it. I will not use it. However, I will say that once you do get Smicer, if you ever get Smicer, you could give this exact set to Smicer and it'll do much better than what Zima does. Just letting you know. Now, I think getting siege defense recommendation is probably the easiest thing to do these days. Just go into any G3 player and see what every other G3 people are running. One downside is that you probably can't mimic most of them since a lot of them do have a LDNF 5, or they're usually, you know, all infested with some meta unit that a lot of people do not have. Such as me, I don't have the Dark Series still, so I can't run a lot of those crazy defenses. Now, you have a lot of defenses. Some of these are very, very old. Let's see the defense rate. You should be doing really well. The rune quality is really good for being in P2. Look at that, 19.3? Holy cow. 19.3. That's a great record, to be fair. That's a very good record. I really don't think there's much to say here. Maybe for here, you want to try Harmonia Vigor Skogul. Maybe you want to try 100 Res Vigor. Oh, you tried it. You're trying that. You definitely want Destroy on all of these units, which you do have on most of them other than this. Try Harmonia with 100 Res. Maybe it'll be a little more annoying. I'm not sure. But it is a very old meta offense. It's not even considered meta these days, right? There are so many counters to it. But if it's runed well enough with the good artifacts, then it could work. I do think this is pretty outdated. I have a counter for this. I showcased that offense multiple times. It's the Garo Rauk Verd. It eats this up. This one, I have seen some people run it, so you could try it out. I just don't know the rune quality of it. I don't think it's too bad. Yeah, again, your rune quality just seems a lot better than a lot of these P2 players or P2 guild. So I won't say that they won't work. They probably would. This last one though is interesting. I don't know if I'll run Chandra with Kapsu that's not scaled up. You know what? This is actually very popular as well. So you might want to try that. This is very popular as well. Oh, it replaced a 12 defense. Okay, I mean, it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar. Let's go with that. That's very popular. And it also gives you then another offense that you can make with this. I'd rather go with the Nora with the Dominic if you're going to run that, especially knowing that your Kapsu is not scaled up. Nora scaled up, right? Never mind. Oh, it has good runes though. Still go with Nora then. You could make this a Swift Chandra, make it a trap, and that could be fun as well. Especially in this level, everybody assumes that it's only one type of offense with one type of rune set. So going a trap kind of throws everybody off. So why don't you try that? But if I had to give you a recommendation on what to rune first, man. You know how to use Zima, so maybe rune up the Zima knowing that you want to get better in RTA. Everything here is scaled up, right? Okay, let's look at your Nat 5s then. For RTA, no, Leo will be first. I'll skill up Leo after scaling up more because I do think skill 1 is still pretty important. Harmful effect rate up is very, very important. Don't ignore the skill 1 guys. They're very, very good. And then knowing that you know how to use Zima, maybe scale that up. But for me, it never was a great unit in RTA since I don't have the rune quality to be really good with it. I think Gu is very good, especially if you know that you're not going to be competing with speed. Kapsu will be one if you don't want to spend the time to create other Kapsus. Definitely a very good unit. Asher, very, very good, but there is a Nat 4 counterpart, so you could scale it up with it. And I will probably do that, wait for it, and then also use it for siege defense. You could go Asher, Kapsu with Theo. There you go. Another defense right there that you can use for guild defense. With your current rune quality, you could easily make 10, I think. So yeah, why don't I just give that recommendation as well? Since we know all of those units aren't being used right now, there you go. With the Asher, which brings in a great HP lead, and then the Theo, which I think is not being used, or is it? Maybe it is. Then you need another damage dealer. Dang it, freak. Okay, it's being used. Yeah, it's being used. Oh man, Theo is the best. Okay, let's see here. Let's see where Theo's being used. Oh, that's a good. Okay, that's a good one too. That's getting a lot of wins. You do want a water damage dealer here or a wind. Water probably a lot better. You could try Suiki. Let's try Suiki. Who knows? Because Suiki again could go very tanky. Just take a lot of turns. Then it gets stronger. Maybe it could do well in this level. Pretty sure not as you go up in Guardian 1, Guardian 2, but here, try it out. Or if you ever want to try the Britta, you could put Britta there too, because Britta is very annoying. I got wrecked by him multiple times. But yeah. Where's Britta being used? Yeah, this is a good defense too, so. Okay, yeah, try these. I think this will be very good additions to your siege defense. And finally, if you're still debating on which to skill up, if you don't like my RTA recommendations like Leo and more, yeah, you could do the Zima, or you could look at your siege defenses and see which are not skilled up, such as the Nora and such, and make sure that all of these get skilled up first. But that was it for this account review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want account reviews like this, I know I keep getting comments regarding this. Guys, join my Patreon. Patreon gets account reviews. Go ahead up. If you guys you guys could get more improvement if you join the highest tier. If you guys want just improvement, join my Discord and fill out the Google form to get onto the list. But that was it, and I'll see you guys next time.